Et voilà, nous sommes live. On va mettre un peu de musique. We're starting in English. Actually, it's going to be an English episode. We're putting some music on, and we're going to meet an incredible guest with me today. All right, welcome everyone to a new episode of the Leadership Series. Today, I have with me a woman at the heart of time. I'm so honored to have you, Giselle Rufer, visionary, creator, and a founder of Delance Swiss Watches. I'm so excited.
Good morning.
Welcome. I'm so happy to have you with me and to understand what drove you to create a watch and to actually make it a reference and something so extraordinary for women to carry. How did it start?
Yeah, it's a long process, I have to say. When I was a young woman, I was wanting to do something for women because I have seen how women are courageous. They do everything for the family. And I said, I have to do something for women. And it took me a long time. I was a feminist. I was an activist, and I was participating to all the manifestation and so on. But at the end, I was thinking that I was not going forward. Je n'avançais pas. Okay. I was just reading a lot of things, participating and so on, but I had to do more. And you see, when you do something in life, there is most of the time different reason, many reasons. And I have a daughter, and my daughter, when she was 7, she said to me, I want to be a ballet dancer. I want to be une étoile, a star. And we were living in a small city in Switzerland, one of the watch city in Switzerland, in Bienne. And there was a teacher, a good teacher, who had been a famous ballet dancer. And so she said, yes, Rachel, she has the talent, she has the beauty to be a dancer. So she entered, she entered l'école de danse de l'Opéra de Paris. Wow. And then she told me, but Mom, you always say to me that I have to realize my dream. I have to dream big. And there is a long time that you want to create something, and why don't you do it? And I said, you see, I have the family, I have so, and I take a risk if I do what I want. And during that time, at the age of 36, I went back to one of the famous engineer school in my city, and I became the first woman with a degree in computer science.
Wow!
I was 40 at that time.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And I very, very quickly could see that in French, it is nice. Je suis ingénieuse, mais je ne suis pas un ingénieur. You see how to translate it in English, because it is playing with the word. So you see, I have a lot of ideas. I can combine all these ideas. I can make relation with a lot of things, very intricate, but I cannot stay 10 hours in front of my computer. You see, I have to do things and I have to see the result. So by chance, I was hired by the Swatch Group to participate to the creation of the Flick Flack watch for children. And it was a big success. And after a few years working for the Flick Flack watch, I asked to my boss, but you see, I am a creator. I want to create something. And I was hired by Omega to create, to be a product manager.
Okay.
And then I discovered my destiny. You see, that I had to create a watch for women because it's time for women all over the world. And I was always very interested by all the female issue. And I had traveled all over the world, and I could see that everywhere I went, I could meet incredible women who were dedicating their life to the family or to the community, or, you see, very engaged for women. And I said, it is time for women all over the world. And that is more than 30 years ago. And I want to create, as I was in the watch industry, it was just my destiny to create a watch that was the symbol of the creativity and the courage and the life of women. But in the watch industry, all the boss are men. Like
That's right.
And when I proposed this idea to my company, they say yes in parentheses. So I could develop the project and so on. And finally, they say, oh no, we are not interested in watches for women.
Oh, really?
And I left the company.
That was in Omega.
Yeah.
Okay, but they created watches for women after that. Kind of. Okay.
Because you see, most of the watch who are made in the watch industry, they are a reduction of the male watch.
That's right. Yeah, it's the size.
The big watch for men, and they make a smaller one for women.
Yeah.
And they add a few diamonds or a few hearts in the middle, or they with a pink strap or something, and they say, oh, it's for women. But no, the woman is not a reduction of a man. We are completely different.
Not.
And also what is different is the perception of time. All over the world. You see, it can be in Switzerland or in China or in Africa. When you speak to men that we don't have the same perception, they all laugh. Oh, yes, sure, we know we don't have the same perception. And so I decided to create a watch that is a symbol of time for women. You see, most of the watch for men, they have a lot of things that you can't push, you can see. But if you ask, but very often they don't know how it's works, but that is another story. And I have asked women, what is time for you? What is the value of time? And most of the women, and I have asked little girls, you see, and not mother.
What was the answer?
I can see the whole chain of women from the little girl. And the little girl, she said, oh, it's too long. I would like to be in the holiday, or I would like to be in summer, or you see, time is so long.
The old dream for happy moments.
Yeah. And then I asked the very old women, and they said to me, oh, time went so quickly. I didn't so little, you see. And the women in the between, like you probably, they said, oh, time, I have never enough time, because I give my time to my family, I give my time to my community, and I have never have time for myself. And and
That's incredible. But
and
it's
so,
amazing that you actually started it by questioning, by understanding the meaning of time for women. It's so powerful.
and
So,
also the other meaning who went through is uh, time is life. If we spend 1 hour together today, you give me 1 hour of your time and
yes,
of your life.
that's
You
true.
see,
And we can never get it back. That's it.
that is my life I give to you, and you give a piece of your life to me.
But the beauty about our very time now is we have 30 minutes together. It's that it will live on. You can
I,
always come back and listen to it. Other people will listen to it. And that's the beauty. This is why I love to do this, because we spend 30 minutes, but this 30 minutes, it's going to continue to exist with
that
through time.
yeah, 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 sure, yeah. And I also asked them, and how do you want this time? And they said, the little girl said to me, I want my grandmother to be in good health. I want my parents to love them. I want my family. And I asked the grandmother, and they say, oh, I am very happy when you come with me, when we are in family,
When we're
and
together. Yeah.
when we are together, you see, we're in harmony.
Mm.
And so that is very important for women, is harmony, life and harmony. So I said, I will create a word that symbolize life and harmony.
I
And
love
in between all those conversations I had, there was something like spirituality. You
that.
see, not a necessary religion, but
Mhm.
something with your soul, with your what
Yes.
is over the everyday life. You see,
Yeah.
and so I said, you see, la voilà.
It's so beautiful. I love it. It's just so beautiful. It's very stylish, very feminine, yet it has a sharp shape to it.
You see, and what you can see, I will continue the description of the symbol again, and then I will speak about the shape.
Okay, the shape, yes.
And so I want this watch to symbolize life, and you have this sign
That's
which
right.
is life, motherhood.
Yes.
eh,
Mother
or-
womb.
uh,
Yes, exactly.
and on the top, you have a spiral, and spiral is associated with water, which is femininity. And
Uh-huh.
on at 6 o'clock, you have a stone, and the stone is associated to masculinity. It
Okay.
is fire, sun, and masculinity.
Okay.
And you have the infinity sign. You see,
Yes.
when you see it
That's
like
right. It has infinity. Yeah.
you see the
That's like
infinity,
timeless.
huh?
Yes, it
And
does.
the infinity sign link women and men, or sun and moon, or
Okay.
south and north together in
Mm.
harmony. And that is the symbol: life,
Mm.
harmony, and spirituality. And
I
that
love
is,
it.
and
We have no idea when we see it. It has so much meaning behind it. And I can see life, the triangle, the
yeah,
infinity. Ah, so delicate. What about the stone in the bottom? Which stone do you choose particularly?
you choose the stone you want. I
Oh,
just,
okay. That's why you asked me, like, if you want one, you can make it for someone, right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Along that is a particularity. For example, if you, because you see, it is the flow, the sign of infinity is
mm,
also the flow of your life.
mm. Yes.
And, and on this, le cours de la vie, je ne sais pas en anglais comment on dit le cours,
Lifespan.
voilà,
Mhm.
excuse me. And you can set stone to symbolize the most important hours in your life. You told me you have 4 children.
I
It's
do have 4 children, yes, a boy and 3 girls.
okay.
Yeah.
And you could set 4 stone on here at the
Mm.
hour your children are born.
Oh, I
So,
love that.
so each time you look at your watch, you can see your children. And
Oh,
when you are a grandmother, on the second row, you can add the grandchildren, and the
yes.
children, you see. So you have all your family on your wrist.
On your wrist, yeah.
My mother, because the first watch I made was for my mother, and she had 5 children, 11 grandchildren, 12 at that time grandchildren, and she said, "Oh, I am so happy. I can look at you, and you are silent," because when we were all together, it was very
Loud.
very loud, you see.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, that is where I like you the most, when you are."
That's amazing. Wow.
And it is also because some women don't have children. They say they don't especially like this concept or whatever.
Mm,
So there is another concept that symbolizing your dream. If
mm,
you have a dream now that you want to achieve in your life, or something you want to achieve in your life, we speak together and we find a way to symbolize it. For example, a woman, she was she grown up in a farmer, but she was a teacher, and she decided because she could not have children, and she dedicated her life to help um, children with difficulties.
mhm.
And she learned that it was, and she had two love, children and animals, and she connect these together to care the children with animals. You know, you probably heard about this method, that for children who has some psychological problem, very often it's very good for them to be with. And
Animals, yeah.
and she said there is a big farm in Canada where I would like to go and learn and so on. And so I asked her, what is your number? And she said 5. And what is your color? Red. And when you close your eyes, where do you see Canada? She said, oh, she showed me like this, 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
And so, Canada, there is the leaf from Canada with 5, uh, la
that's
fleur,
right. Yeah.
ouais, la
Five
fleur du
days,
Canada. Hein?
right? Uh-huh.
And we took 5 small ruby in the shape of a leaf, you see, and we created this with 5 red stone and engraved the leaf, and we placed it at the place she could see Canada when she
That's
was.
so nice.
So each time she was looking at that, uh, she was remembered to be true to her dream. So,
Mm.
and for each woman, I can find another something different, and
Where's the
that's very unique. You see.
Yes. I love that. This is so beautiful. So it represents everything about a person, what makes her happy, what makes her, it's like, it's almost a reminder, a little, I always say that it's so important to have in your day a little pocket of bliss. And if that little pocket of bliss is like when you look at your watch and you're like, you have those feelings as, your childborn, your dream, your something. We all
Yeah,
need that. We all need to be able to have a gesture that
yeah.
helps us elevate our frequency throughout the day. And if your watch does that, oh my God, you've answered to what the secret of elevating the frequency so that you attract goodness in your life. That's
Uh,
incredible.
and you see, it is that you don't even have to think about it,
Yes.
because it is a subliminal message. You see,
Yes.
you look your time, you look the hour, but in the same time you receive this message. This message, you
It's
see.
subconscious mind. It goes to your subconscious mind. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
emotional.
Yeah.
I think what you've done is so genius because you have packed an emotional state into
Mhm.
something real that we can carry in our hand.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
superb. Mhm.
And another thing that is also important, you see, I created this watch for my mother, for my sisters. I have three sisters, for my daughter, for the women I love. But I gave it the name of my father because my father died when I was 8 years old.
Oh.
And he was to the point to create his own watch company.
Mm.
And so Delance is my maiden name.
Oh.
And when I was looking for a name, I said, I want a name with 7 letters.
Mm.
And I want it with a R in the middle.
The middle, yeah.
You see, like the pyramid, you see.
Yes. Mm.
And so if you look at the last, you have the R in the middle, and it's very well equilibrated, and you can pronounce it in all languages.
Languages, yeah.
And it has such a beautiful um, melody. You see, Delance. In
The
English, say Delance, but it's okay. It's also nice. And so I am also connected to my father. And you see, when you see that it is a watch for women, but you have the feminine and the masculine,
Mm.
because all women, we have both. We need both.
We
We
do.
need. Uh, we don't want to be without men around us.
No. And even in our way of being, there is this feminine energy, but there is also the masculine part that makes you create, makes you do things,
Yeah,
makes you take actions.
yeah,
It still remains in the masculine paradigm. I agree.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah. So you
Yeah,
can't take one and just being focused on that side
yeah,
and not doing anything. It's just not
yeah,
possible. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely love that. We have a lot of comments here. The symbolism of the watch is absolutely inspiring. What a beautiful way to honor your father. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
And also, what I want to add is, you see, I have studied art when I was young. Yeah, I am an artist, not famous, but I am.
You
And
are an artist. You
I
are
was,
an incredibly beautiful artist. It
I,
is. This is all art, what you have in your hand.
and that is really what I was wanting
And
to
what
do.
I love is like this, all the strings attached to it. It's just,
Yeah,
it's like a jewel. It's
and
jewelry. It's a piece of a
and
jewelry that you carry in your hand. Yeah.
and the watch is made in one piece. It is a sculpture, you
Okay.
see, and it was very, very complicated to make it in that time. It is 30 years ago, you see. They
Yes.
said to me, it's impossible to do that. But as I had just finished my engineer's study, I know that it was possible. And I
Mm,
went to the people and I say, I know it's possible. If you are good in your job, you can make it. And
mm,
finally, I could find somebody who say, okay, we take the risk, and they make it. And
mm,
yesterday, I have to say, I was participating to an exhibition,
mhm.
and a very old man came to my booth, and he was fascinated by the watches. He said to me, "Mais, they are so beautiful." And
Mm.
I took my watch out of my wrist, and I give it this in the hand, and he took it and said, "Ah, but it's marvelous. It's so calibrated. It's so beautiful." And he was with his daughter, I suppose, and she said, "But this man was one of the renowned designer for watches." You see,
Oh, wow.
and
So he
when
knew what he was saying.
he left, he came because it was an art exhibition in our village, you see, and some very good artists, and other one just des amateurs.
Uh-huh.
And he came to me and he said, "Ah, I am so happy. I have discovered you. It is so beautiful, and it's made by a woman." He said, because for him in his time, you see,
Mm.
women, they were not there, you see, and he could not have think that a woman could do something
To
like
do
that.
something like that, that's incredible. Wow.
Uh,
Congratulations for
yeah,
really carrying this flag and doing it as a woman for women. It's so much beauty in all of that. If someone wants to get a watch from you, where can they find it?
That is a little bit my concern. The
Okay.
best is to contact me,
All
because
right.
I've seen clear. I would like to find distributors all over the world.
Mhm.
But the concern is that uh, you see, you have the big brand, and when you have Omega, you don't have Rolex in the same. When you have Cartier, you don't have another one. They don't want another competitor in the shop, you see, in the jewelry. So I am a competitor and a small one, and they say, ah, we prefer to sell an Omega because it's easy to sell. People know what they want. They
Yeah.
in the
You don't
shop.
have to convince them. It's like they know the brand.
Yeah. And if we have a Delance watch, we have to explain, we are not interested to do that, and so on. So it's very difficult. And also what I have seen is that the people, they want to speak with me. They want to meet me. They want to be that.
Yeah, they want the story. They
Yeah,
buy in the emotion. They buy in
exactly.
the feelings. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
and I
you see,
think this is what you offer, which is very unique. It's like it's not like everyone, your emotion, your story get to be in your watch.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it is also your story that
Yeah.
is in my watch,
Yeah.
because it is
Oh,
the universal eternal story of womanhood. You see what I have created. It is
yes.
not just mine. It is a story of all women all over the world, that we have the same. We are the same. You can be in Morocco, it can be in Switzerland, very different education, very different society, but finally we make the children, we care for children, we care for
We
life,
do. We're the same.
all
Mm.
over the world we do the same thing.
Correct.
And that is and so if you want a watch, the best is to go on the website delance.com.
Okay, Delance.com. So we're
You
writing down.
see a lot of things,
Mhm.
and you can just contact me,
Okay.
and we can create it by Zoom. We can speak together. We create it by Zoom. And if you want to come to Switzerland, to my place, you can come. You are invited. I
Mhm.
work from my home, you see, but in a beautiful place.
Mhm.
And I can see the Alps from my window. Uh,
Oh.
uh, and we work like that. And most of the time, I can, alors clear, if it is a very cheap watch, I send it by post. But if it is one in gold with diamond, so on, I take a flight and I come to bring you the watch.
Wow, nice.
Wherever you,
White glove service. That's incredible. Mm.
I was in Iceland once. I was in the different countries. I took in the same time I took the time perhaps to see other people. You see, I organized my trip. So, but because it is like that, and it is probably also one of the barrier that
Mm.
people, they want to meet me, and
Yes.
I am looking that I can speak about that. I am looking for women all over the world
Mhm.
who would like to represent
Wow.
the
Okay.
lost, you see, to
Wonderful.
be either to sell, eh, to be involved in the sales, or to be ambassadors, to wear the watch and tell the story.
Mhm.
And you see, as I have created everything with women, and I am supporting women I am the mentor. I have different organization where I support women. I need the support of other women.
Of
You
course.
see, I need the help of other women, because alone you can reach nothing. You are alone. So
We have to be together. Mm.
yeah, and when you are young, you don't ask. I was educated, don't ask. You
Yeah.
see, probably the same. Eh? But I have learned to ask, and
Mm.
I have seen that most of the time when I ask for help, it can be a small help to carry something or whatever. I I always receive a positive answer.
I
You
love
see,
that. So
you know,
let's see who wants to be interested, whoever is watching us and listening to us, to be an
yeah.
ambassador, to maybe learn more about the product and talk about it. Um, there is always possibilities. I believe that truly. This has been such a delight. We always coming to the end, and I always ask my question to my guests about what their meaning of leadership and being a leader. So, to you, what does it mean? Because you're an incredible leader in and a pioneer, and like you paving the way for women in so many ways. What does it represent to you to be a leader as you are?
You see, I am the older daughter in the
Mhm.
family. So I was the one who was in charge of my sibling, you see.
Mm.
And I was, comment dire, commandante. You
Yes.
see,
Yes.
I had to care, so I was giving order and so.
The orders to everyone. Mm.
Yeah, you see, I had it. It was like that. Because I began. I was so young, but the older daughter from big family, they know that you are the one, you are in charge, and you have to decide. So you developed your leaders' abilities, and
Mm.
by chance, um, I I have learned to inspire people uh, gentiment, nicely. You see,
Mm.
I don't give order too much. Sometimes it's
Mm.
necessary, but most of the time I suggest.
Yes.
I
Mm.
and one of the things I think I have developed and what I very much like, and I think the good leaders do that. I am very involved in educating the people with whom I am working, to
Mm.
give them the chance to grow. And
Yes.
I have also always learned, also when I was working for other company, you see, when I know something very well, I give my job to somebody else and I take the next one. And
Mm.
then I learned it very well and I give it. So you can succeed to go further if you have somebody behind you accompanying you see. And
Yes.
that is really, and one of the talent I have is I can detect the talent of other people. If
Yeah.
I see somebody is good in that, I will say, do it better, go and learn more, you see. Because sometimes it's not necessary to try to learn something
That's right.
that you don't like, that
Absolutely. I agree.
you can work a lot, but you will never be good, you see.
That's so
I
true.
cannot sing. I could exercise all the day, I would never be a singer, you see.
Yeah.
But I dance, I love to dance, and so
That's amazing. Well,
it's
this has been so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your incredible work and your incredible creativity with us and the beautiful Delance watch. And I congratulate you. I am so honored to know you and to discover the beauty that you've created. And thank you, everyone, for being with us this morning. Thank you, my dear
thank you,
Giselle.
thank you, Madame.
And thank you. Well, I so inspired a lot of people. Thank you.